Today you're going to learn how to live and identify your purpose, your mission in life. Before I start, I want to send you just this great infinite positive energy from nature, from the universe. So you're feeling even happier, feeling even more energized, and feeling more on fire for life. When an individual does not have a mission or passion in life, they're influenced by everything and anything going on around them, whether it be social media, the news, the weather, and their emotional state is also going to be affected. When we look at the statistics, over 300 million people qualify as being depressed, and there's a billion dollar industry of antidepressants. Feel that nature. You feel that nature, you wouldn't need all of that. However, I believe, and why I'm so passionate about sharing with you about having a mission and a passion in life is because I think we can really help those 300 million people to feel a lot happier, to not be depressed. Because I was there. And I'll tell you that having a mission makes all of the difference. When one has a mission in life, and when I define as what is a mission in life, well, I define that as something that is greater than ourselves. It's beyond, well, what's in it for me, right? What can I get more for myself? No, it's about something that it's this overall arching umbrella that is all about what can we do to make the world a better place, improve, solve all of these incredible things that we can make the earth, the lives of other people better and improve them. And it's fine, it's good when that is an umbrella that includes things that we like and that we love, because when we're pursuing and we're on our path for a mission, we're going to be healthier. We're going to be motivated to have all of our life, all of the areas of our life going well, because we recognize the interrelationship between all things, especially within our own life. It's going to mean one's going to feel healthier, one's going to be healthier, one's going to be happier, one's going to be more energized, one's going to be a greater positive influence on other people when things happen. For example, I manage 5 other companies in different industries. And well, there's always things happening in the different marketplaces, right? However, the greater I can expand my mission, the greater those really are like, oh, okay, let's visualize it. Visualize it exactly as it should be. We're already accomplishing, we're already helping more people, already positively impacting their lives, whatever the industry is. So it makes little things that may be going on be really little things, because that's all they really are, instead of maybe getting a little bit blown out of size, as often happens when one doesn't have that greater mission. So if you haven't yet, I encourage you to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, activate notifications so you get the latest videos that I'm creating for you to help improve your life. Number 1 is we need to be able to quiet our mind so we can actually identify our mission. For myself, there's always all kinds of things going on around me. And I've had to develop and learn this skill of being able to breathe in, breathe out, listen to the wonderful animals barking and the sounds of nature, which let's embrace them as I'm doing this video and rejoice in the sounds of the happiness that they're sharing with us and the playfulness the animals have. And be able to be in that middle and know that there's things that are going on around. There always will be. And at the same time, allow ourselves to become present and really into our body. And I have other videos on how to do that. What we can do is a real simple 30-second activity is breathe in for 5, breathe out for 5. Breathe into nature, this wonderful energy under this beautiful tree, and these pink, beautiful flowers, this nature and this wonderful energy I'm sending to you of nature, of this healing energy that's going through our body, and I'm sending it to you. So breathe in for 5, breathe out for 5, and then place our awareness even more on our body and allow our mind to calm. So we're actually present. We can actually be more aware of who we really are. The next thing that I find that's really, really helpful is to do what's called brainstorming. Let's make a list of all kinds of potential things that could be our mission in life, and then we'll go ahead and evaluate them. So starting out, what are some things that we just enjoy doing, that we love doing? For example, I'm here in nature and I love it. I love it a lot more than being in the studio that I have. It's incredible. There's so much beauty. So I love it, okay? And it feels great, and I want to share that with you. Nature for me extends beyond the plants, walking on the beach. When I'm in Brazil having an acai or a coconut water from the coconut. I love shopping for organic foods and vegetables. It just gives me joy. Just so fun. And I always leave there with so many bags I can barely carry it. What are some things for yourself you just love doing them? They can be things that you love doing solo or with other people, or ideally both, right? We can bring other people in to enjoy whatever it is we're doing. And let's add those in the list. What are some things that when you were young just gave you this feeling of just being connected, or when you were younger, of being connected, of being in the moment, of feeling like you were in the flow of things, that time stopped, that it wasn't about accomplishing something, it was about we're in the moment and everything's just going great and becoming better and better. It was playing playing with your cars, or who knows what it was. Write it down. What are some things that for you that you just feel like you're in the flow of things, that is just incredible, that you feel this wonderful joy? For example, being able to share and teach and know that I'm doing all I possibly can based on where I am, my communication skills, my connection with this infinite energy universe to positively impact your life, I feel good about that. I feel really good. And there's other things too, in terms of, I love sharing. So maybe you like teaching or sharing maybe your passion. If I'm one-on-one with somebody and I see something, I'll share the same things I'm sharing with you. Obviously, in a way, I do my best to bring it to wherever they are so that they feel comfortable with the concepts. If we project ourselves out to 150 years old, or whatever age you consider older, and we look back at our life, we've had an incredible life. We're fired up. We're that 150-year-old who's in great health and vitality, and we look back and we say, wow, I'm so thankful. And you feel the thankfulness. What is it that you did? What were some of the things you accomplished, or the causes you were in the pursuit of, not pursuit of, but the process of making better and better? If you look back on your life, another scenario, maybe not as positive, but really helpful too, is if you look back with regrets, what is it that you didn't do? And write all of these things down. What are some things that you think could be a cause for yourself? When I say a cause, it's something beyond ourselves, right? It's not just, my mission is not to have a Ferrari or whatever. That's not a mission. A cause is something bigger, greater. Help make a positive impact on people's lives. Help cure people of depression. Help people find their own mission in their life. What could be some ideas of causes you have? Okay. Now, what are some things that you're really, really passionate about, but you're a little embarrassed about? Maybe they're things that maybe your friends or family or society says, no, you shouldn't do that. Write those down. A lot of times those are the true missions. And what's so exciting is that today, because of the internet, because of YouTube, because of so many different things, that regardless of whatever it is, there's a lot more opportunity to make whatever your mission is actually your, quote, your source of income, so that you can then expand it and scale it to reach even more people. I believe that pretty much anything is scalable today, and it'll become even more so with the new technologies and Web 3.0 that's evolving into the spatial awareness and other things like that we can talk about on another video. So now you have this list, or if you don't have a list, go have one. Maybe you don't have a list, or what you can do is, if you're more spatial, you can use a mind map and then draw arrows from one to another. You can search for mind map free software, and there's a bunch of programs you can use online that you can draw on Sketch. Okay, so I have a long list. What you're gonna do is you're gonna look at it and see what pops out at you, what seems to be speaking to you. Something that's really, really important that we can develop, and I talk about a lot in other videos, is intuition. Because I believe that you are already getting some communication from this, however you want to call it, infinite energy around us, the universe, spirit guide, of what your mission is. And all we need to do is listen and actually write it down in that list. The more I become present, the more I visualize what it is I desire, that help positively impact more people, the more ideas come to me, inspired ideas that help just jump frog things. And every time there's a challenge, it actually jump frogs things forward. So it's so exciting. So we can expand the intuition. For the sake of this video, I'll go into a lot more detail on another video on intuition, but is to acknowledge that there are ideas that come into us, into our mind, and that these are valuable, and let's listen to them and seriously consider them by putting them on the list. Now we have this list, we're going to ask ourselves, what do we most resonate with on it? What pops out? What do we feel? Not just think. Feel could be something that, oof, it's like, ooh, that excites us, that brings us something to a new state of awareness and of being and of joy, because we're in the process of making that happen more and more. Then maybe circle those. Put 1, 2, 3. Now what you're going to do is you're going to test them. If you can test them on your own, maybe doing some research on a topic, and then start progressing in that area, and then evaluate how are things going. Or maybe you can find somebody who's already done it, or is in the process, or is way farther ahead in terms of they've dedicated a lot more time to it, and then, well, evaluate it. See how you feel. I'll give you an example. I was looking at doing some different types of retreats in Costa Rica. So then what I did was I went to Costa Rica and I emailed different retreats, and I had a wonderful invitation from some different retreats to stay there and to get to know the people and to feel the environment. And what I decided after doing it and meeting the owners of the retreats was I decided that certain types of high-end boutique luxury type of retreats wasn't for me, but that there was a certain type that had a wonderful type of energy and love and zest to it, this vortex of happiness that would be congruent. However, at the same time, I decided by actually doing it that it would be something that would be more appropriate a little bit later along the lines, and that I wanted to focus more on building out the English, Spanish, and Portuguese channels and the positive impact I could have on a greater scale. I'm sharing that with you because it's important that when you start evaluating or doing or getting more information on all of these different ideas, you're going to resonate greater with certain ones. Other ones you're going to say, okay, that will be better later on after I do these first. You can prioritize. And you're going to find maybe one or a couple or one, there's always going to be one you're going to feel as you start doing it, this upward spiral of incredibleness where you're doing it and you feel like there's some kind of power coming up into you from beyond yourself. And that it brings you passion, it brings you joy, it improves all areas of your life, and it has this umbrella of doing something positive and fantastic for the world, where at the same time you can incorporate things that you enjoy, things that are fun, things that bring you happiness under this umbrella, and also help you synchronize what maybe before you thought of as contradictory aspects of your personality, all under this umbrella of this greater mission. Now, isn't that exciting? I'm really excited for you. And as you develop your mission, the final thing that is really, really key is as you start on your mission, something that I found that's really, really interesting is that, at least initially when I started pursuing my mission, I would find things like just challenges would come up as if the universe was saying, do you deserve this mission? So what I want to tell you is that you deserve your mission, and that whatever things may be distracting, it could be a person or activity or maybe something you loved doing before. What's really helped me is I ask myself, how could I use whatever it is? Maybe it's something that just brings me incredible joy? How can I morph whatever it was that I absolutely love, and everyone has these things, into something that's going to fulfill that joy aspect of ourselves, and also contribute to the greater mission? How can we bring it under the umbrella? Instead of being something out here that's taking us apart, it could be a person. How can we bring that person under the umbrella? And the more I ask that question, the more the mission becomes even more fantastic, and how I notice how it can be reconciled. That many of the things that I thought before were challenges and that it would take away my time and I wouldn't be able to do this, by asking that one question, I'm able to actually bring it under the umbrella, still progress, still do the best I possibly can with the teams and the individuals working in the other companies, do the best I possibly can to positively impact people through the other companies, improve all areas of my life at the same time, and bring those things under this umbrella. So I encourage you to do the same thing. If this video was beneficial for you, again, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, share it. More people need to identify their mission. It will transform their lives, and you'll get a lot of kudos for helping them. And any kind of comment, question below the video, and I send you infinite love, radiance, and joy.